balance here, but try. All right, big round of applause.
So keep in mind, if you have individuals in your communities that are doing incredible things that you want to highlight, my name is Virginia A. You can send me an email directly, and we'll be sure to get that in front of the band for recognition. All right, we're going to go ahead and jump into the bulk for itinerary by first inviting Reynolds Army Health Clinic.
All right, good morning, everybody. I want to talk to you about a couple of things that are going on at Reynolds Army Health Clinic and TRICARE coming up here in the near future. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is our flu vaccination. We're doing really good. The last one we had on Saturday was well attended. But we have another one coming up Saturday, December 7th from 9 a.m. to noon at our immunization clinic. And that is for anyone that needs a flu immunization 6 years and older. You can come on in, walk in, and get your flu vaccination Saturday, 7 December. You can still get your flu vaccination at any of your primary care provider appointments as well. So if you have an appointment with your primary care provider, you can just get your flu vaccination at that time as well. And then one thing I want to reiterate is if you are a TRICARE beneficiary, non-active duty, active duty can't do this, but everyone else, retiree family member, and active duty family members, you can get your flu vaccination at any network pharmacy in the Lawton area as well, at no cost to you. So that would be, the main pharmacies would be CVS and your Walgreens. You can get your immunizations there. All right, the next thing we're going to talk about is the TRICARE change coming up soon. Open enrollment season for TRICARE starts 11 November and goes through 10 December. And as we talked about in the last SillFACTS, Oklahoma, along with 5 other states, is moving to the West region come 1 January. So during open enrollment season this year, you are going to have to contact our new contractor, TriWest, and the number's up there, to make any changes to your TRICARE benefits that you want to change. So this is the time, if you want to change between TRICARE Prime and TRICARE Select, you'll be able to do it during this open enrollment season with TriWest. Now, one thing to remember is if you're happy with the TRICARE program that you have, you need to take no action at all. You don't need to call TRICARE. So if you're happy and you don't want to make any changes, nothing needs to happen. But if you want to make changes, this is the time to do it, and this is the number to call. This is a brand new contractor, TriWest. So there may be some hiccups along the way, but we've been told that they're already on board and they're ready to start taking phone calls starting 11 November. I will be here after this to answer any questions about the TRICARE change that you may have coming up. Thank you.
Okay, we just recognized their team for all the incredible things that they do, but here to get into the details of what they're doing for the holiday season, I'm going to welcome Zilpa from ACS. Good morning, everyone.
I'm Zilpa Segura, and I'm the Financial Readiness Program Manager. I'm here to talk to you about the Fort Sill upcoming Holiday Food Voucher Program. This program will run from November 18th through the 22nd of December. And it's geared towards helping our military families of active duties who are experiencing financial hardships. The program will provide financial assistance in the form of commissary gift cards to eligible families residing in the Lawton Fort Sill community during the November-December holiday season. The program will give military families a $100 commissary gift card to use towards food items at the commissary. Active duty service members may be nominated to the unit commander or first sergeant using the program screening form that was attached to the task order. And that task order was sent out on the 9th of October. So if you want to go back and look for that screening sheet, definitely want to do that. I do have a couple of extra sheets, so you can see me afterwards, and I'll be happy to share that with you. Now, active duty members may also self-nominate by visiting our ACS office in Building 4700. And one of our personal financial counselors will be able to assist with completing that screen form and basically we'll be providing other resources as they meet with us as well. Are there any questions on the holiday food voucher? If not, I'll still be here at the end, so if you have any questions on that, I'll be happy to answer that. Now, I do have the screening form, like you said earlier, to share with you, so if you would like to have that, please see me afterwards. Now, I'm also here to talk about the Army Family Action Plan. I don't know if we can change this slide. Okay, so the slide is not up there, but the Army Family Action Plan is another Fort Sill ACS program that is actually open to our active duty military family members and any community members here at Fort Sill to actually share their ideas, or if they would like something, they would like to propose an idea or make a suggestion on how to improve the quality of life on Fort Sill or the Army. This is your chance to make it. So some examples of previous AFAP issues that have been approved are the VAH reform and the CYS Child Behavioral Specialist Support Program. So those are two unique programs that actually came from someone in the community across the Army. So it might have not been here, but it was brought up by another constituent in the installation. And so through the process of the Army Family Action Plan, they were able to, see that program come into fruition. So a current idea that someone submitted here at Fort Sill is the on-post pet daycare. So that's another idea that has been brought up through the AFAP process here in this community. Now you can submit your issues or ideas online or use the issue management system or scan the QR code located on the flyers throughout the community. Now you can also stop by our offices in building 4700 and speak with Mr. Jesse Brown, who's the ACS Outreach Coordinator. Now he'll be available to answer your questions, but we have our table set up in the back. So if you would like to stop by afterwards, or if you have any questions, please see me afterwards. And again, I'd like to also thank our Garrison's Community and leadership team for giving us the resources and support. Definitely want to thank our ACS director and our FMWR director for being there for us to make sure that our programs are executed successfully here in this community. So thanks again, and I wish you all a wonderful day.
They were so popular last month. We're going to invite the City of Lawton to brief again on what's going on out in the city.
All right, hello everyone. My name is Jason Goudrier, and I'm excited to announce that we have amazing things going on in Lawton, and we're continuing to try to make the City of Lawton, working with Fort Sill, making this proposed a destination of choice. So one of the things that we have going on this November is a community clean out. This is an opportunity to get rid of all those things that you've wondered, how do I get rid of that? Batteries, aerosols, chemicals, all of that. In conjunction with that, also at the library, if you have things that you want to donate. And then we'll also have a chili cook-off with all the proceeds going to the United Way. On your table, you might also see a flyer with the Lawton Library. They have all kinds of events going on. And then the other part is that November 11th, Veterans Day, which basically everybody in this room and the family members and all that. In the past, we've done a City of Lawton employee celebration because it is a federal holiday, but if we were to give all of our city employees the day off, we are a military community, that would be over like half of the employees of the City of Lawton and the police and fire and those people on site. So what we decided to do is do a celebration for them. Well, this year we're doing something a little different. Colonel Beard will be out there with us, and we're going to do a public ceremony on the steps of City Hall. That'll kick off at 8:30, and we'll be recognizing our City of Lawton employees, but also the public, and then also announcing all the different events that will be going on throughout the City of Lawton. And so if you're a part of an organization that has something that's going on, you can email us at arts@lawtonok.gov. That's ARTS@lawtonok.gov. We'd love to include whatever celebration you have going on at that ceremony that kicks the day off at 8:30 in the morning to be able to list it and encourage people to attend the ceremony that you're hosting. Right after that, we'll have a free breakfast. If everyone loves continental breakfast, which I love, you go to TBY, you go to stay at a hotel, some of the best breakfasts I've had. Well, Hilton Inn Garden Inn is going to be providing breakfast at City Hall for us. So right after that ceremony, we'll have breakfast. The other exciting thing is we have Holiday in the Park. It's not on the slide, but November 16th is going to be the parade. It is the largest parade in Lawton. We had over 120 entries last year. Holiday in the Park draws over 100,000 people over the 6 weeks in which we have it at Norman Thomas Park. So we encourage everybody to come out. And if you'd like to volunteer, if you have a brigade, a battery, if you're in charge, if you're looking for something for your soldiers to do, we had some amazing weather this past weekend, and we got a little behind. Some things that we set up got blown over, and so we will have our final setup weekend this weekend. So again, if you're interested in that, you can send us an email at arts@lawtonok.gov. We'll hook you up with the Lawton Bristol Chamber of Commerce and the Holiday in the Park teams to assist in making this Holiday in the Park one the best yet. We're going to have ice skating, we have the train, we're going to have a putt-putt golf course out there, and we need your help to get that set up, and it's going to be an exciting year this year. So thank you all so much.
That was some fun off post. But to tell us what's happening on post, Ethan.
How's everybody doing today? Good. I got the mic on perfect. All right, thank you. Appreciate it. All right, kicking off. Next slide. Thanksgiving. For those of you that burn water, the Patriot Club is here to help you out. Thanksgiving meals. All you have to do is follow the instructions. Everything is cooked for you. Key thing: everything is already cooked for you. You're just warming it up. There's no burning anything. $150 feeds 10 to 12 people. I can just tell you from the BOSS program, we've done this 3 years in a row. It's amazing. I highly recommend it. Those of you that are busy, take advantage of it. Starting on the 1st, they kicked it off where you can sign up. You can see Selena, she's somewhere around here, and she can hook you up. Turkey Run, one of our last 2 runs, the run series coming up. We're on the 434 side. Running. Command Sergeant Major, both of you, you're running.
I'll be TBY.
Oh, excuses.
I'll be running where I'm at.
Tennessee's not playing that game. So Turkey Run, our second to final run of the series. This will be over on the 434 side, kicking off Fort Sill Conference Center. We have 50 spots left. So if you're interested, we only have 50 spots left. So it will be gone before the week's over. Next slide. Chris Kinglemark, never say it right, and our tree lighting. Chris Kinglemark will kick off at 12:30 at OPQ. We have over 20 vendors this year for it. So come out, get some of your holiday shopping going. And around 5:30, when it gets pretty dark, that's when the tree lighting will take place. Those of you that want to take a picture with Santa and Mrs. Claus, they'll be out there for both kids and parents alike that would like to. And I believe I've heard the Grinch might show up. Who knows? Possibly. Reindeer Run is our final run of the season. That will be taking place here at the Patriot Club out front. So if you want to complete your rocket, please make sure you get involved in it. It's almost over, and then next year's series will take off. Next slide. And then the Grinch makes his final appearance here at Fort Sill. We'll be doing brunch once again here at the Patriot Club on the 15th of December. Please reserve your spots if you want to get in. It does fill up pretty quickly, but you also can just show up and take your shot and see what's left over. And then the biggest day of the year, Army playing Navy. Come out, support your team, whichever team that is. We're pretty sure it's Army, the only ranked team in the military services. They're ranked 21 right now. So come out, show some support. They're not as high as another team that's number 4 in the country, but it's okay. You okay with that, Command Sergeant Major? Yeah? No CANES? Okay. Next slide. And finally, our run series for next year. Those that have anticipated to see exactly what we've got going on, here's all the runs, cycling events. It's on your tables. Please make sure you pay attention to it. There are some changes for next year. trying to keep prices as low as possible with our 20.4 prices, but there will be some changes if you don't sign up early enough. All of our runs go on sale next Friday the 15th, so if you want to buy for the entire season, go for it. If not, just don't wait around and then walk in and be upset that you can't get your shirt metal. Any questions? You good? Thank you. Have a great day.
All right. To hear about all the school closing and upcoming adjustments for that and preparation for those coming into the new school year, Silver.
Good morning, everybody. Thanksgiving is coming closer, and our schools will be closing for a whole week, guys. So it's from the 25th to the 29th of November. Lawton Public Schools and all of our area schools will be closed, except if you live in Sill. Sill will be closed from the 23rd through the 27th of November. Winter break coming up is Lawton, Bishop, Cache, and Elgin have the same dates, 23 December to the 3rd of January. Flower Mound is getting out on the 19th and is closed until the 3rd. For all the other school districts, because we do have some varying dates in the smaller towns around us, give me a call, please. My number is 442-4831. If you're getting ready for PCS, don't leave town before you see me. I will get you in touch with your new duty station and get you hooked up with the schools before you get there. Thank you, and you have a good day.
Okay, we're going to stay on trend with education. So first, help me welcome up Michael Dotz. He is our education chief.
Thank you, Virginia. Good morning, everyone. My name is Mike Dodds. I'm the Chief of Education Services here at Fort Sill. And I just want to spend a few minutes talking about American Education Week. That is scheduled 18 to 22 November. It is celebrated across America as we celebrate and recognize the accomplishments of our public schools. That includes our K-12 and our public colleges and universities. Also, education centers across the Army celebrate American Education Week as we recognize the educational opportunities offered by our education centers. They are an important factor in recruiting and the retention of our Army's best. So the programs and services that we offer at the education centers, such as the Fort Sill Education Center, are important to our soldiers, families, and civilians. So I just want to take a few moments to talk about what's going on that week. Starting with Monday, 18 November, I've asked the University of Oklahoma to present that day. And so Dr. Eric Hines, the Interim Associate Dean and Professor at the University of Oklahoma, will give a presentation on international law and the law of self-defense. And particularly, he will examine Israel's response to the attacks on October 7, 2023, and their response to those attacks. So this will be a very interesting presentation, and this is a great opportunity for you leaders out there to bring your team, your NCOs, your officers, your civilians, out for a great leadership development opportunity. Again, this is Monday, November the 18th, 11 to 12:30 at Snow Hall, and it's room 117. Now I'm going to give out a big shout out to the people at Snow Hall. They've been so kind to me to allow me to use their classroom since my building was closed for a bit for an HVAC project. So I just want to give a big shout out to Snow Hall for allowing me to use their facility. And this session here, this OU presentation, will also be on Microsoft Teams for those that cannot attend in person but would rather attend remotely. On Tuesday, the 19th of November, I have AMED recruiters coming here to Fort Sill to give a presentation on the various AMED programs, such as the Physician Assistant Program, the Enlistment Commissioning Program, Occupational Therapy Doctoral Program, Physical Therapy Doctoral Program, and the Master's Program in Nutrition and Social Work. So they will be here at Fort Sill at Snow Hall, room 114 on Tuesday, the 19th of November, at 13:30 to 14:30. And again, this is a great opportunity for your soldiers to learn more about the qualifications, the prerequisites, and the application process about these various AMED programs. And again, this session will be available on MS Teams. On Wednesday, the 20th of November, at Snow Hall Room 217, we have Army Warrant Officer recruiters that will be giving a presentation on how to become an Army Warrant Officer. So they will discuss the prerequisites, the qualifications, and the application process to become a warrant officer. Again, this is a great opportunity for you to send your soldiers who are interested in becoming a warrant officer to get more information on that process. And again, for those that are unable to attend in person, they can attend this session via MS Teams. On Thursday, 21 November, we will be conducting a GI Bill Town Hall. So this is at Snow Hall Room 217. I've asked representatives to come from the Department of Veterans Affairs, and they will give a presentation on the various VA education benefit programs, such as the Montgomery GI Bill, the Post 9/11 GI Bill, and the Dependents and Survivors Educational Assistance Program. In addition to those programs, they will be discussing transferability of the Post 9/11 GI Bill from the soldier, the sponsor, to dependents. So this is a great opportunity for soldiers and civilians to come and get your GI Bill questions answered. And oh, by the way, if you cannot come in person and attend, this presentation will be live streamed from that location in Snow Hall. Again, that is Thursday, 21 November, 11 to 12:30, in room 217. This will also be an open forum, so they will entertain questions throughout the town hall. So Q&A is highly encouraged. So again, come get your GI Bill questions answered. And then on Friday, the 22nd of November, I partnered with Cameron University to offer a Basics of College Writing class. We do this every year. I don't want to say it's English Composition 1 in an hour, but it is a great way for soldiers and civilians here at Fort Sill to sharpen their writing skills. They're going to focus predominantly on thesis, topic sentences, paragraph organization, and the MLA style of writing. So if you have people in your organization that you feel could enhance their writing skills, send them our way. That is Friday, 22 November from 10 to 11, and that session will be held at the Welcome Center, room 234. Again, the Welcome Center, 234. So you can see that we've got a lot of sessions for our Fort Sill community during that week, American Education Week, 18 to 22 November, and I'd love to see you all take part in those sessions. And please push this information down to your soldiers so they can come and participate as well. Thank you for your time and have a great day.
All right, so Fort Sill is very lucky to have Cameron University right outside of our gates, and I'm here to tell us more about open enrollment and some advantages to our community is Albert Thompson.
Good morning, everyone. Enrollment is open now for our spring semester, so that's face-to-face, online, however they might want to be. Spring classes will begin on January 13th after the Christmas break. For students, the Christmas break is about 4 weeks, so it's almost a completely different session for them. I am the third bullet on there, extremely proud. Raytheon continues to support us. This year with about $20,000 designed specifically for military spouses. Once you know that does not need to be a full-time spouse. That's just a spouse who wants to take a class. We continue to get that. This is the third year in a row that we've been able to do it. And we're extremely proud of that partnership, but also the opportunity to provide to the military community. The website you see, links there. If you do Cameron University for Military Matters, it will really give you everything you need to know about GI Bill, those kind of things to get enrolled at Cameron. We service more veterans than any other institution in the state, so if you're a veteran interested in going to college, go to that website, see what's there, but if you need something more, Vicki Henson will be able to help you in making that process a reality. Tonight, you don't have anything to do. At 19:30 hours at Campus Theater, we'll have a country jazz fusion. It's something we've had ongoing for probably 20 or more years. Concert, come to our facility and really hear some quality music coming out of Oklahoma. First home basketball game is November 15th. They actually start this week in Colorado. Please come out and support the Aggies either in men's or women's basketball. It should be exciting to watch both. Tomorrow and Thursday, we're doing a Vet Fest on campus. For some of you out there, you're providing support to that. We really appreciate that. But that's open to the community to kind of get folks out. There'll be folks down from Muskogee to talk about retirement benefits and those kind of things. It's something we've done for about 3 years now just to help the veteran community. I do want to recognize Reggie White. He'll come out and be our guest speaker at our Veterans Day ceremony on November 11th. That's a day we actually are working. Also, if you're a veteran, our cafeteria that day from 12 to noon offers free meals to veterans to show your ID card. We're happy to feed you on what will be your day off. Thank you very much for the support you provide.
Okay, I mentioned that this SillFACTS is covering both November and December. December brings surprising and unexpected weather and storms, so here to tell you more about how to prepare your house, especially if you are leaving it empty for a few weeks. Jennifer.
Good morning, everybody. I'm here to talk to you about some winter weather things here on the base, but so in addition to that, I will also let you know that I have something to do with power outages here on the base, and Black Star is coming in March of 2025. Fort Sill is not immune from severe winter weather, although it's usually mild and dry here this time of the year. We had a huge ice storm back in January of 2010, multiple days with no power. And in recent memory, we had Uri in February of 2021, 10 to 12 inches of snow, 7 days below freezing temperatures, significant damage to the base, upwards of $30 million. So we're not immune from bad things happening to us here in the wintertime. Why is it important to know where you are? Winter weather notifications are issued by county here in this part of the world, so make sure you know what county you live in. Comanche County is mostly where we are, but for those of us who live in the surrounding counties, know where you are. Okay, next slide, please. Quick tutorial on winter weather terminology. I'm not a trained meteorologist. This is all information that I Googled and got from some national site, either the National Weather Service or what have you. Some weather terminology, outlook. Conditions are possible 3 to 5 days prior, watches, warnings, advisories, all of those notifications will be given winter weather, cold weather, winter storms, blizzard, ice storms, etc., etc. The salient point, though, is if you hear the term watch associated with any of those conditions, it means it's coming. Make sure you have a plan. And then if you hear the warning associated with any of those, it means it's here. It's going to take action. Okay, next slide, please. Why is it important to be prepared? Make sure you stay weather aware. And there's a variety of means to do that. Local TV stations and local city stations are fairly good about providing that sort of information. I would highly recommend you just tune into your favorite weather app. Fort Sill, in addition to being alerted through command email channels and the alert system, stay tuned to the Fort Sill social media as well. Even though this is winter focused today, keep in mind what happened here recently in the state over this past weekend with tornadoes, et cetera, that we weren't really kind of expecting. So being prepared is fairly critical. And as planners here at the installation level, one of the planning assumptions we make is that people will have sufficient supplies on hand to last 72 hours. If you have any questions on what those preparedness kits or survival kits should consist of, SeaReady.gov, Red Cross, Comanche County Emergency Management Site have lists and lists and lists and lists of all of those sorts of things that you need to be prepared should a catastrophic winter event happen. Before I go to the next slide, talking to you about notifications. You'll be notified via command channel email, and the alert system. And the other thing, what can you be notified of? Well, primarily, most of us are interested in when we get to go home and when we get to come back to work, or when we have to come back to work. But in addition to that, if there's any special instructions about off-limits areas or closings for some of the services on the base, you'll be notified of that as well. And this is the winter weather road conditions chart. This will be published in our Fort Sill Emergency Management Plan in the winter weather appendix, and this is also included in the crisis action team slide deck with the whole winter weather crisis action team. Okay, so unless anybody has any questions for me, I'll close with saying again, Black Star is coming in March of 2025.
All right, it's me, myself. Okay, this is the community calendar. You've heard a ton of events that are happening on post and off post. I'm only going to mention a few that didn't end up in either of those categories. So first, November 7th, that is this Thursday, at the Sheridan Theater, we are lucky to have some elementary schools that want to come out and perform for you. So if you are available at 1:15 and you want to head over to the Sheridan Theater, those kids would love to blow you away with song. And it's just like 3 songs. So it's not a huge commitment, but I would appreciate you being there and supporting them. And if your kids go to Whittier or Q-Bish, it's your children, so show up. Many of the commands in this room have received invitation from me to the state of Fort Sill and the multi-domain fires reception happening that evening. There is an open portion of that, so if you really just want to hear Colonel Baird give you the update of Fort Sill on behalf of Judge Brooks, you can expect to be there. The attire is business casual. Please do not feel like you have to go in uniform for that open seating, and if you haven't RSVP'd to me and you plan to, today's a great day for that. Lastly, on here, on November 23rd, we get the privilege of joining in a few community off-post events. We will be at the Oklahoma State University Military Appreciation Game. I don't have any particular discounts or deals to tell you about, but we do have some incredible organizations being recognized on the field at that game, and it'll just be cool to watch. Some of those will likely be televised if you don't feel like coming here. To include that, we will also be participating in some holiday parades locally, so you can catch the half section at the Holiday in the Park Parade, and you can also see them at the Cash Christmas Parade, which happens in December. Otherwise, please reference this list. Join us for those events, the ones like Stable Call that are at the Patriot Club, the Christmas events that are being hosted on the installation, lots of fun, unique events. When we try new stuff, when you come out, it lets us know if we should try it again next year. So I'm going to move into another part of today's SillFACTS that I am looking for feedback on. You may have noticed that we've made quite a few changes to SillFACTS over the past few months. It has been my pleasure to do that and do that along with you. I hope you're enjoying your round tables today, everybody. But if you will take time now, I will be quiet and you can read over that survey. Please fill it out and drop it off before you leave. I'll take those surveys. You can put them up here on the commander's table at the end before you leave. This feedback is so valuable and is what we need to make this forum worth your time every single month. So I will allow at least 5 minutes for everybody to fill that out. Timer starting now. Would you like Colonel Baird to serenade you while?
No, is he also going to respond to every last comment? That's what I want to know.
There is
country
a
jazz fusion for you.
he will receive analytics on all of your responses. I can guarantee you that.
Okay, while you all do your surveys, I'll go ahead and do our talk. Real quick, Sergeant Sarah, if you can stand up real quick. For everyone on my left and
your race, depending on where you're standing. That is our Sergeant Reserve, our Fort Sill boss president. Again, I've been preaching, we keep having new soldiers coming in and out. If they're looking for stuff to do, Sergeant Reserve leads our boss program, and they do a lot of stuff to get soldiers out of the barracks and out and about. Football games, free movie trips, anything you can think of. They do a fantastic job for soldiers out here. So please link up with Sergeant Reserve and make sure your soldiers are getting involved in our boss program. Again, ACS financial classes, I'm imploring leaders to bring ACS out to your organizations to do financial classes. I have been seeing an uptick, especially this time of year, for level 2 AER loans coming through. So that's an indicator we might need to get some more financial classes going on across Fort Sill. Again, Monica, if you can stand up. Monica Oliveri off to my right, your left now. I've been preaching this at all the first sergeant and commander courses. If you're a young battalion CSM, first sergeant or commander, and Monica Oliveri is not your best friend, you haven't gone to senior yet, you're kind of failing yourself. Please make sure your captains and first sergeants and maybe your younger CSMs are meeting Monica and learning what ACS can do for your organization so you get ahead of problems instead of reacting to problems. Again, Thanksgiving and Christmas are coming up. We did a great job last year. I asked you all, after you're done eating, don't forget those kids at the gates are out there checking ID still during Thanksgiving, Christmas. So if you got any leftovers or cookies or whatever, make a trip on out there. Wishing them a happy holidays, bring some food to them. And good news, we are actually continuing to be ahead of schedule. So all you people who love to call me and ask me about Apache Gate, it should be open by the end of November, and Apache Gate will be back open for everyone that lives on that side of the world. Before you start clapping, after Apache Gate, we're going through some COAs. Most likely Key Gate West will be the next one to go down. I expect all your complaints. And again, thank you. Again, I can't harp on enough with these young leaders. Make Monica your new best friend.
Okay, I want to thank the City of Lawton and the surrounding communities for the upcoming Veterans Day events this weekend. And for those that are participating in that, thank you all for the green suitors and spouses and families that are going to go and support that. So really appreciate all that. So I don't know if we have anybody here for the commissary. I don't. Maybe folks over here. Commissary, not maybe. All right. Oh, hey, look. So we were approved for Fort Sill to do a seafood market once a quarter. For those, like, I'm a beach kid, so I love seafood. And I think a lot of other folks out there love seafood. So we're doing a seafood market starting the weekend of the 31st of January. So in January, we'll start seeing a flood of advertisements for that. So just everybody give a heads up, right? So seafood market, like legitimate, like some halibuts, clams, crabs, kind of thing. Huh? Maybe, bass isn't really seafood unless it's same rock, I guess. But yeah, so seafood market will be there for the weekend. All right, for the 14th and the 15th of December, the Trees for Troops. So last year we had a gajillion trees. We didn't pass them all out, so get a tree. So 14th and 15th December at the Recycle Center. Come on out and get you a tree. Right? This is for everybody. Like everybody. Doesn't matter what rank you are. If you come out and get a tree, you get a tree. It'll be really great. So a lot of donations will be here on the 13th, ready to pass out the 14th and 15th. A couple things for the garrison. We're doing a swim challenge for the next 12 weeks. It's the English Channel Swim Challenge, 22 miles. So you got 12 weeks to do it. If you're interested, we'll post a video here shortly, but that's a really cool challenge we're doing for the garrison. And then Sergeant Major and I, along with other garrison folks, we started a garrison podcast called The Frontier Banter. So I think the first podcast will drop here next week or so, if not sooner, in your favorite podcast place. So it's Apple Play, Google, and at some point in time here, Spotify and whatnot. So check us out. We're gonna publish that out. And then I'm just gonna say it. So my good friend Lance Tomlinson, Colonel Lance Tomlinson, 4th Grade Middle 3 Brigade Commander. His birthday is on the 9th of November. Not shown on the calendar, but so for you guys in 4th Grade didn't know, his birthday is coming up. No one needs to know about mine. But your birthday is on the 9th, my friend. So for those who are here, Lance's birthday is this weekend. All right, so the space is ready, it's really great, 428, there you go, I'm helping you out. All right, and that's all I've got. I'm going to pass over to Sergeant Major before, and he's got it.
All right, so it's great to hear the garrison commander respond with all the events that have food associated with it. You guys couldn't hear him up here, but every time somebody mentioned food, he's like,
I like to eat.
And he said that like 3 million times too while we were up here talking. And then it's also great to hear the excitement for the opening of Apache Gate. So that means when we send out the task for the B&M associated with manning it, the expectation is y'all are just going to throw soldiers our way and we can open the gate seamlessly. But yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. So first off, as always, thanks to the volunteers who help support and make all these events happen. A lot has happened over the last couple of months here at Fort Sill. And there's a lot that's going to happen over the course of the holidays too. So in advance, again, thanks to all our volunteers and all those, who come out sometimes in bad weather to make this stuff happen. So we appreciate it. And thanks to those that came up today to provide the information. This can be a rough crowd sometimes. So just thanks for coming out and putting out the information. So I want to address something. I don't know if anyone has seen these. I hope all of you have. When you come on the installation, there's some signs out there right now. Has anyone seen these? I hope you all have. So there's some signage out there right now that's addressing the fact that trainees are not authorized for consumption of alcohol. So I'm bringing this up because we've had some instances on the installation where we've had trainees caught under the influence of alcohol, which means someone is supplying it to them. So we want to make this clear to everyone. If you're supplying alcohol to trainees, and you get caught, if you're a uniformed service member, you're going to be punished through the Uniform Code of Military Justice. And if you're a civilian, it could result in you being banned from the installation. So the warning is out there now. We need your help with this. Let's make sure we're doing the right thing. So appreciate your support with that. So this, I can't say it either. Chris Kringle Market, how do you say it? So in Tennessee, it's Chris Kringle Market. So okay. This is going to be a phenomenal time. So truly mark it on your calendars. Everything gets started, 12:30, right? That's when, so it's a free-for-all market out there on the OPQ. We're going to have vendors out there. There's going to be food trucks. It's going to be a phenomenal time. And we've got some folks from outside the installation coming in to support this and make this great for us. So let's help them as they're helping us. So get out, support it, come have a great time, and then we'll see Santa Claus come in, as it gets dark and we light the Christmas tree. So looking forward to that. Let's see. Tickets are on sale now for the 2024 St. Barbara Ball. So this is gonna be a night you will never forget. Everyone write that note down right now. Fire Stebbins just said that you will never forget the night this year's St. Barbara's Day Ball. It's going to be a phenomenal evening. We've got a great guest speaker coming out, and we're just going to have a fun time as a team right here in the Patriot Club, celebrating being part of the Fires community, being here at Fort Sill involved. So it's going to be a fun time. And then I'm absolutely excited now that we saw the Warrior Marathon in March and not in June, so we won't be out there suffering in the middle of the summer. So it takes about 90 to 120 days to properly train for a marathon. So once you push that turkey plate away, start running. All right, we look forward to seeing you all come out and support the marathon. I think we're going to run through the neighborhoods and across the installation, and it's just going to be a party throughout Fort Sill. Again, once again, celebrating being members of Fort Sill and Water Community. So it's going to be a great time. Thanks for everything y'all do. I'll hand it over to Doc.
Yeah, hey, thanks. And the first thing I want to do is double tap the appreciation for everything everybody is doing. Not every installation has all the things going on that we've got going on here as far as taking care of soldiers. So it is truly appreciated. And it's truly appreciated the effort to not only take care of soldiers and Marines, but also the family members. I just want to say thanks to the team. I also wanted to say thanks to Virginia, who works hard on this particular forum. I think it's great, and I appreciate the fact that it's always looking for opportunity to improve it. So I would ask you to take the survey seriously. And then the final thing I'd like to do is, I'm sure if the CG was sitting here, he'd give a tasker, recognizing that we don't have one of these until January. And the tasker would be derived from this fact. And I've heard him say it a couple times. Not every soldier or Marine or every DA civilian or family member is going to have a great holiday. It's just the nature of life, right? And so he would task each and every one of us to look out for one another. I'm very confident because I've heard him do it several times. And so on his behalf, I'd like to share that particular piece of news through the holiday. Would ask that we all be extra diligent and taking care of one another, checking on one another, and just looking out for those that might not be having the greatest of holidays. That's all I've got. I'll pass it back to you.
Okay, I think we're time for Q&A if you got some.
Yes.
Okay.
You have a rank correction on the Army. They're 18 now, sir.
So what?
That was your comment from the
Oh,
last.
that's Ethan. That's Ethan with me.
They're 18.
Yeah, good. The new bolt came out. All right. Any,
Yeah, I will take this mic out. If you have questions for them, please let me know. I'll bring it out to you. Okay. Please fill out your surveys. Either leave them where you filled them out or bring them up to this table up here, and we will see you on January 4th for the next SillFACTS. Lunch is